Hi guys, we're back. Another post-match reaction, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm fuming. I'm so fuming, man. Like I'm so fuming. That was such a lackluster performance. Like the first 25 minutes, no, the first like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it was a bit cagey, it was a bit rattly. We got the ball under control. Then after that, it was like 22 minutes, 25, 27 minutes in. We was on top. Saka sent Kirkes to the shops, and Miranda, 2 piece of chicken and ribs. You got Leandro Trossard was on smoke. The defender, I saw Gabriel and Saliba were flipping dribbling through the midfield. Bro, Blade, not good enough. Not good enough, man. I swear to God. I'm so fuming, man. I'm so fuming. And then freaking Odegaard, for me, was the weak link in that first half. He was the only player. Even Gyökeres done a sick reverse pass to Timber. That Timber crossed in, and then it went to Rice, and he volleyed it, and it went to the left-hand side, but he didn't like get enough on it. Bro, that was, for me, that was one of the worst performances we've had this season at the Emirates. Like, we didn't score. We just look impotent. There was no attacking impotence. Oh, bro, I'm so angry. Like, I can't even speak properly. I'm so angry, man.
No, Odegaard was frustrating for me as well because I was looking at it, and even like as a captain, you'd want him to be like, when he had that sort of confrontation with the Arsenal Liverpool players, and then it was like Rice and what's the name, Van Dijk. I'm thinking, you're Odegaard, you're supposed to be the captain. Where are you? And he's just like somewhere in the background being all quiet and stuff. And just on the pitch, like I'm just like looking at him, like what's he doing? At one point, he was deeper than the defenders even. Like you think, I thought it was a centre back for a second. I was like, oh, it's
Honestly,
Odegaard. What's he doing down there?
this is why I call him the Beyblade, because all he does is pick the ball off the centre backs and spin around and look busy, man. I'm actually so sick of this guy. How is this scrub the captain of my club, man? How is this scrub the captain? Rice should be the captain. Gabriel should be the captain. When we're playing like that and we're having performances like that, you think Vieira, Keane, those type of captains can, Tony Adams, they grab the team by the scruff of the neck and say, listen, 3 points. 3 points. Yeah. But I don't see that from Odegaard. Like, there was a couple of challenges he went in and he gets barged off and he just, bro, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, what do you think? What do you think of the first half performance anyway? Because
the first half, the first 20 minutes, I thought it wasn't that bad. I thought we started pretty well, looked promising, but then I thought, we didn't seem to be breaking through. And I think the problem was in the first half is Gyökeres up front, very ineffective. He's a target man, classic striker type player. He wants the ball kind of served him correctly, but you need to make runs, because there were so many times where Rice was whipping the ball across the goal and he's nowhere near it, and it's just like, what do you want? Like, you need to be, you're the striker. If you're going to stay in the penalty box, you need to get into runs, getting at the end of those crosses. Like the ball is, you need to put the ball in the back of the net. That's what we paid the money for you for. You're supposed to be the guy that made the difference. Now we're taking you off for Jesus, who all these Arsenal fans were saying wasn't good enough to play for us, and that we needed an upgrade, and you were supposed to be an upgrade. We're now taking you off to put Jesus on. So it's not ideal. I probably even would have thought of starting like Mourinho up front, because he's done okay in that position, done pretty decent, and he's got like a good footballing IQ. He's not got the best ability for like a striker. He's more of a midfielder, but you can put him up there, and he's got that. He's good in terms of his positional sense. He gets him on those sort of balls better, I think, than maybe Gyökeres, or maybe sometimes even Jesus. Jesus is more like he can pick the ball up, link in with the midfield more, and do these runs and stuff like that. But like I would have started with maybe Jesus or Marino. But we could say that in hindsight. At least I would have brought them on at half time, because in the first half, I think we just needed to shake something up.
Yeah.
The Odegaard thing to me just seems like Arteta just wants to shoehorn Odegaard into the team because he's the captain. And he's seen as like a leader or whatever in the dressing room. So if you're taking him out, you're not playing him, it's a bit of a weird one. You're the captain, you can't get into the squad. It kind of maybe messes up the stability of the squad. But it has to be your footballing ability. You can't be putting Odegaard over Eze just because he's the captain. Eze,
Yeah,
I think he deserves that spot. He deserves the opportunity to play in that position. I don't think you can play the two of them
and
together
it's getting
personally.
and bro, you know what? Yeah, for me, yeah, it's getting to the point now where we have to have uncomfortable conversations about Odegaard, uncomfortable conversations about keeping Saka on too long, and unfortunately, uncomfortable conversations about Glockeres as well, man. Like at this point, there's no point even playing Gyökeres for me. I know I've seen some statistics saying about how we concede when he comes off and stuff like that, and I was kind of buying into the propaganda. But at the end of the day, I want my striker to score bangers, bro.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like Man City go up against low blocks all the time, but how does Haaland always manage to effing score, bro? How does he always manage to score? Like, I'm not being funny. Gyökeres got 97 goals in 2 seasons, yeah? You're telling me he can't even get 15 Premier League goals. You can't even tell me he can't even get a chance every game. I'm not being funny. I love Gyökeres. I love the signing, and I think it made a lot of sense. But now that I'm looking at back here, yeah, should we have just gone, forget about Gyökeres, let's just go get an elite left winger? Because realistically, the way that Arteta likes to play with the false nines, with the overloaded midfield, with the link-up play, we come against a lot of low blocks. We come, especially against mid blocks. Even people don't even talk about how a high, like Aston Villa, when we played Aston Villa away, the high intensity mid block press, we get destroyed by that, man. And that's what I'm saying. Blade said it there. Haaland striker awareness and positional play, best in the league. And it's like, mate, even sometimes when the ball comes over the top and it goes to Gyökeres, and I'm thinking, bro, why are you letting the ball bounce? Touch it down, pass it out, and spin. Like you're. It's like sometimes when I watch Gyökeres play, yeah, honestly, it's like watching someone who doesn't know how to play football play. Sometimes it's weird. It's really weird because you can tell when he gets in a shooting position and he shoots, he's got an elite strike, yeah. But it's like he just seems clumsy, man. He's really frustrating me. He's starting to get on my nerves now. It's getting to the point where I'm just like, oh, when Kai Havertz comes up, he's gonna have to go back up front. Kai Havertz, you know.
Maybe, you know, that I think even Marino I would put ahead of like Kai.
Yeah, definitely Marino.
I think I put Marino and then I'd put maybe Gabriel Jesus and then maybe Kai Havertz and Gyökeres. I mean, that sounds quite harsh, but I just feel, yeah, the way we play isn't suited to him. He seems like kind of like he's the type of striker, like if you give him a penalty, you give him a chance, or you know, he gets a chance on goal, he can score it. But you know, you need to create your own luck as well sometimes. Who's this?
Okay, Kieran, yeah. Let's look. I don't care about you calling me an effing idiot, yeah. But tell me why I'm an idiot. What did I say? What the hell did I say that's wrong? What the hell did I say that's wrong? Please, but tell me what I said that's wrong, because you're calling me an idiot, yeah. But what the hell did I say that was wrong? What did Kurdish say that was wrong? Like for me, what we didn't say anything that was crazy. Like
what's well, it's debate, isn't it? Like, okay, tell us your opinion. I don't know. It's good to speak people like this trolls, but like it's good anyways to have like trolls anyway, because it means you getting more people viewing it, I suppose. But yeah, like offer something like constructive. Like what's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, bro, you're coming in here with Black Air Force energy. Tell me what the problem is, bro. Like
Black Air Force energy.
I called me an idiot based on what, fam? Like, what did I say that was wrong? We played poorly. Gyökeres is not looking good. I've praised Gyökeres for his off the ball work. Odegaard was completely ineffective in that game. We dropped points. Liverpool controlled us and contained us in the second half for about 35 minutes. Granted, they didn't get a shot on target. So I'm using all the logical, common sense, deductive reasoning skills, intelligence I have in my head, and I'm thinking, and I've come to an conclusion. What the hell did I say that it makes me an idiot? But anyway, I know you're not going to answer anyway because it's probably past your bedtime, so whatever, innit? Whatever. So, yeah, fam.
We've got a lot of these keyboard warriors, like
man.
Create your own YouTube channel, do something constructive, man.
Yeah, man. Like, we put our faces on the internet, man. Show some fucking respect, man. Like, if you're good, I don't mind debate, and I don't mind you saying whatever. You can say whatever the hell you want. This is an open platform. I'm not going to block you or run you out the channel. But the fact of the matter is, like, articulate yourself. Tell me what the hell the problem is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe you don't like our opinion. It's cool. Like, you think we're too
Yeah,
harsh on Gyökeres. Just say
yeah,
like what it is. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
It's
So then
football. It's all
we can
banter.
discuss it and we can have discussion. You know what I'm saying? Where do we guys go from here, bro? I mean, we've got 4 away games now. We've got, I think, Nottingham Forest away. We've got Inter Milan in the Champions League, where I want to see rotation. I want to see Wanyeri, Bakaya, Blightskin, not Blacker. I want to see Dalman. I want to see Lewis Skelly, because Lewis Skelly looked a bit rusty when he came on from his lack of game time. I want to see full rotation, and I don't care whether he get beaten 11-0 away at Inter Milan. We're already through. We're top of the league, a Champions League group phase. I honestly don't care about that game. It's a dead rubber. I said it before and I say it again on my channel. Yeah, right now the focus is winning the Premiership. That's how you know I'm old school. Not the Premier League, the Premiership. We need to win the Premiership, man. For crying out loud. I think it's very, and then I think we've got, so after the 4 away games, I think we've got. Let me just check Arsenal's. Let me just check the next fixtures actually, because I know that one of them's Nottingham Forest. I know one of them's Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Portsmouth. Yeah, we've got Portsmouth on Sunday at Fratton Park. Then we've got wow. Then we've got Chelsea away in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Then we've got Nottingham Forest away again. Then we've got Inter Milan away, and then we've got Man United at home. And then we've got another dead rubber game. We've got, you know, that Crate team from Kazakhstan in the Champions League, that dead team.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think they can start me up front for that game. You know what I'm saying? Me and you can play 4-4-2 up front, mate. We can be like flipping, trying to think of like a good black-white 4-4-2 2000 Premier League partnership. I can't think of one. I was thinking of Crouch and Defoe, but you're not 6'6", so it don't really work.
I'm a midget in comparison. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
we both are.
Heskey and what you call it? Michael Owen. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can be Michael Owen. I'll be Heskey. I'm not happy about that, but that's what we'll have to do. What did you think about? What did you think about the second half anyway?
The second half was we got worse, didn't we? Because Liverpool played better in the second half, isn't it? In the first half, they were very overly negative, played a low block. They looked a bit shaky in the beginning, but then, we just looked devoid of ideas at one point, or just trying to go through Saka, not really sure what to do, because I think it's not just the Gyökeres, but I think it's also the way we set up, the way we train, and the way the chemistry between the players and the communication. I feel like whatever it is with that communication with those wingers and getting the ball to Gyökeres, it's not quite there. I don't know if it's Gyökeres, if it's the manager, if it's the players, but they just don't seem to be in sync. They don't seem to be on the same page. They'll be whipping the ball in. Rice will whip the ball in. Trossard, anyone, and then Gyökeres doesn't seem to get it or whatever. He's not there in position. So I think it's just something maybe they could potentially work on training. But yeah, I mean, it just looked like we looked dangerous going through Saka. Saka was doing the madness. He was just ripping people apart on that wing for like 20 minutes. And then I think Kurdish started to get the better of him afterwards. And then that's when I think maybe half-time might have been harsh to bring on Madueke for Saka, because obviously Saka's one of our key players. We all know what a great player is, but I think we should have brought Madueke maybe sooner, maybe 60th minute, something like that. I don't know exactly when we brought him on, but I think Madueke is like a really good player. It's just a shame him and Saka play in the same position. I think one of our mates suggested maybe moving Saka to the left and playing.
Yeah, I think sometimes Saka should be moved. I think when Madueke comes on sometimes and Saka's still playing decent, Saka should just go to the left, because realistically, I don't want to see Martinelli anymore. I'm so bored of seeing
moved on.
This Nepalese Brazilian, bro. I'm sick of seeing this Nepalese Brazilian. I'm so this effing coconut, bro. Like, I swear to God, I'm so sick of this guy, man. Like, he does the same thing. When you watch him play, he's so predictable. So predictable. It makes me sick, bro. It makes me sick.
What's crazy about Martinelli, he's blessed with such amazing natural pace, but then you look at it, there's no end product. He's not even scoring, but like pass. You see a pass to like Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly's running, like a fullback, and then like wing back, whatever, like bombing forward, and then he completely puts it so far that Lewis Skelly can't reach, or it goes out of play. And then he does this awful cross, and then the cross was like he was offside anyway, but it's one of the worst crosses I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Blade. Here's the thing, right? We only had 2 corners that game, and the last corner of the game, the last kick of the game, we should have scored. Gabriel completely misses it, and it goes out for behind for a goal. Well, not end full-time whistle, but we had I think 2 corners in the first half, 1 in the second half. And I don't think that they figured us out. I just feel like it was just one of those days where set piece FC wasn't going to work. It had to be open play FC today, and we just didn't get it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, we are over reliant on set pieces, and I come back to that. Even when we have players returning from fitness, we still are quite over reliant on that. That kind of worries me a little bit. But in terms of seeing the bigger picture, yes, it's a points dropped and opportunity missed. We could have gone further clear of Man City, but 0-0 against Liverpool. I know we're home, but it's not the end of the world. At least we keep a clean sheet. But yeah, there is something still missing with this team, despite all the money we've invested. It's not like the Liverpool team last year in terms of our attack. We can't blow teams apart. I don't think as much. And then it's the same with Man City in the past. Like they always look to these teams for they're going to score. Haaland, there's these players who are just going to do it. You know what I mean? Like we've got depth. We've got players like even our defenders can score goals or pop up with goals, but we haven't got that super reliable goal scorer. Gyökeres doesn't seem to be the fit for us so far. I don't think he could work, but I don't think in our system. I don't think he's the right fit.
And the funny thing is about Arsenal, a lot of Arsenal fans are not going to want to hear this, but we don't actually have in my opinion, I don't think we have a superstar attacker.
We don't. And even Saka's good, but he's not. I wouldn't say Saka is world class. I wouldn't say.
I've said it before. He's not. He's just he's extremely efficient and consistent. But here's the thing: the problem with Saka is that he's very predictable as well and very robotic. He doesn't have like a step over 35-yard bang in him. Like I wouldn't like, for example, if there was like a moment, like a player cuts in, cuts out. I expect Saka to maybe take a shot or pass it. Lamine Yamal bangs it. Robben bangs it. Trying to think who else. Musiala bangs it. Bellingham bangs it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want someone who, like, do you know who would cook in this team right now? Prime Alexis Sanchez off the left, bro. Alexis Sanchez is the exact player that we need right now.
Yeah, not Man United Sanchez, just to clear the chat, so the chat don't get confused. No. That was a different person. That wasn't Sanchez. That was a clone. Sanchez, like
I'm saying, bro.
He destroyed Man United and played the piano for them.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing, Blade. Yeah, we did put 4 away against Villa, but it's like the thing is, you know what? The funny thing is, even when we did beat Villa 4-1, just. Generally, I'm never really convinced of our attacking performances. Like, I don't look at a player in our front line now and go, wow, like they are proper forward. Like, they're a proper forward. Like, Champions League away days, I can rely on them to get me a random brace or something like that. It's like there's players we have that have like good attributes, like Madueke's chaos, Martinelli's pace, Saka's consistency, Gyökeres's anyway. Marino's kind of like popping up with headers and like his finishing. Havertz's link-up play, but there's no one that I go, just give the ball to this guy, bro. Just give the ball to this guy. Like for me, it was like if we remember there was times where I think it was 2015-2016 season. We played away at West Ham and we won 5-2, and Alexis Sanchez got a hat trick. And I just thought to myself, my God, like, just give this guy the ball, bro. Just give him the ball. When he doesn't, just don't think. Just give this guy the ball. It got to the point where he was so good. Like, I just thought he can do everything by himself.
Yeah, he was good. He was scoring amazing like goals, and he was like a winger, you know. But yeah, he was such a player for us. I think we had even Aubameyang after that. Aubameyang was really underrated because Aubameyang wasn't just a goal scorer; he just did so much for the team, and that's something we missed. Because I don't like Gary Neville, but he said something good about Gyökeres. He said, "Okay, Gyökeres, you didn't get the chances, you didn't get the goal, but you need to work hard. You need to do more for this team." And that's true. Like you need to do those runs more, close down players more, just put people under pressure. You know. Draw attention to yourself. You just look very robotic. Today.
I know it's a catch-22 because we don't play to Gyökeres' strengths, but Gyökeres is getting 200 grand a week. You've got to do more, bro.
got to try and adapt a bit.
You got to try and adapt. Yeah.
It's a two-way thing. I think we paid for this player, we bought this player, and we have to adapt to him. He has to adapt to us. It's a two-way thing. Possibly more. The team maybe need to try and adapt a bit more to him, put the ball in more quicker. I feel sometimes we do overpass it too much. You know what I mean? Like we pass it around too much. We need to be a bit more clinical, a bit more direct at times, and a bit more. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. At some points, the tempo wasn't fast enough, and we're just too predictable. And that's why we rely so much on these set pieces. We need to up that tempo. We need to give Gyökeres the ball quickly, not step over, go backwards, go sideways, and then pass it. You need to pass it quicker when he makes that run and all that. And he needs to make those runs. He needs to get those positions, and people will find him. But against Aston Villa, we did do really well, I think, to be fair. But against we were home, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were home, it's a weird one because I think we also lost to Villa, isn't it, when we were away? But it's up and down. I think we've had two performances which were really good, which was the Tottenham game and the Aston Villa game. But I feel like sometimes you can get those goals quite early, and then the other team maybe capitulates a little bit. And then it's kind of a case of damage limitation for the other team. But one thing that kind of shocked me, did you see Raya? That mix-up he did with Saliba. That was
that was crazy. AFC, good to see you, AFC. Disgustingly cowardly shit performance, fam.
That's a good way to put it. I think everything was cowardly about the performance. Even the lineup was kind of cowardly, to be honest.
You know what?
It was just so literal.
You know what? I'm just so upset, bro. I'm so rattled. I'm rattled, man. I'm so rattled. Today was not
sad. I think today was more of a sad day, not for Arsenal, but for football. I think that was like, what did I watch? I was like, give me the day of the week. Like, come
you know
on,
what I said? Yeah. You know, one rule I would change in football. Yeah, is that if there's a 0-0 draw between a team, both teams shouldn't get a point.
Both teams should get a point.
No, they shouldn't. If it's a 0-0 draw, both teams shouldn't get a point. The only time you should get a point for a draw is if it's a score draw, like a 1-1 or a 2-2 or a 3-3.
Oh, okay.
Then it will encourage teams to attack more, right? Because let's be honest, let's say we were Brighton fans and we went up to see Brighton at Newcastle. That's like a 6-hour journey, bro. Do you want to go to a 6-hour journey on a Monday night for Monday Night Football to see a 0-0, to see Lewis Dunk hit the crossbar in the 93rd minute? No. But anyway, that's the little thing I was just thinking about. Anyway,
just thinking
go on.
There's one silver lining out of this. Just think of the Liverpool away fans, who we don't like, by the way, having to travel all the way back to Liverpool from the Emirates now in the pouring, pissing rain. And Storm Goretti now?
So hard today, man.
Storm Goretti. Who comes up with these names?
Yeah. Sack Arteta and go get Enrique. Bro, I would love to have Enrique right now. But the fact of the matter is, Arteta. I wish he was Arteta. Arteta there's no way he's going to get sacked until the end of the season. If he comes up short, I think he either walks or he gets sacked. But I can't see Arteta getting sacked. And right now, I probably wouldn't sack Arteta until the end of the season anyway, just because I feel like it might not have a positive effect on the players anyway. And I'm thinking more about Arsenal Football Club than Arteta. Martinelli, what he did at the end summed up everything. Disgusting. Bros, sell this youth, man. Sell this guy, man. Sell this guy.
Yeah, I just have to say, as a football fan, like, forget about like club loyalty and everything like that. But if a player does something on sportsmanship like that, I don't like it. If a player's dive in, if a player's like pushing the player off and he's got a serious injury, had to be taken off by a stretcher. I don't think he realised the seriousness of the injury, but yeah, that was just really poor, man. Like, and if
he picked him up by the armpits, and like kind of moved him out and like moved his legs off, that's one thing. But like he literally just pushed him, he pushed him with his foot first, and then that wasn't a good look. I'm not gonna lie.
He even dropped the football on him. Do you see that? He dropped the ball on him even.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that about?
I don't know why he done that. Look, I know we want to win, but Martinelli, that was not cool. Arsenal should refund every fan in that stadium. Damn right, bro. You should listen. I didn't even go to the game today, but I want a refund as well. I want a refund, mate.
Ticket price is still like the highest in like.
Bro, we've got the highest season ticket prices in Europe, fam.
In Europe, yeah, it's a joke. You know, we're not.
It's been like that. It's been like that for like over a decade, by the way, like nearly 2 decades as well. For
Yeah,
what?
why? Like,
For what?
you know what I mean?
How can you have the highest season ticket prices in Europe when you ain't got a European trophy and since the Cup Winners' Cup in '94? It's disgusting,
Yeah.
bro. 32 years. 32 years. Don't piss me off, man. Come on.
It's madness, right? And then people say like, oh, just be happy we're competing. But like, what's this mentality come from? Like, we
Yeah,
need to leave that mentality. You know, you're
yeah.
paying the highest ticket prices in Europe. Why shouldn't we want to win things? And what you're going to want the club to finish second every season just to say we're respectable and we compete? Other teams mock us because we don't win shit. Even Man
And
United fans mock
let
us
me
because we
say
don't
this.
win
Let
shit.
me let me say this to AFC quickly. Yeah, AFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let me say this. There's too many Arsenal fans. Obviously, I know you're not one of them because I know you're a top guy. Yeah, and you've been an Arsenal fan for a long time and you've got ball knowledge. But there are too many Arsenal fans that have a loser mentality. They're happy to just compete. They're happy to just see other teams lose and ban at them. But they don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to be held accountable. So what it is, yeah, there's too many Arsenal fans, yeah, that want to be happy to finish second, want to be first for loads of the season, lose, make excuses, and then say, "Oh, but what about Tottenham?" That's why I was actually happy that Tottenham won that Europa League because now you have the top Gooners have to look at themselves and go, "Arteta has to win," because there's nowhere to hide now. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide, bro. Arteta spent 1.3 great British white women. I've said it a million times. Number two, this is his squad. This is his team. Number three, we barely have any injuries. Hincape went off, but hopefully it's not long term. Havertz is back. Mosquera will be back. Calafiori will be back soon. Wanyeri can't even get into the squad. So that's how big the squad is now. These are all his players. Yeah. He's got the money. He's been back sufficiently. And for me, he's in every competition right now. There is no... we need to, if you don't beat Chelsea at the Bridge and then whoever we play, whether it's Newcastle City, go and win that trophy. Yeah. Bro, there's zero excuses. You've had 6 years, 7 years in this job. Imagine, yeah, you did your apprenticeship at WH Smith and then all of a sudden you get to be the CEO of JP Morgan and then you're at the job for 7 years and you produce mediocre results, and then for some reason, all your colleagues keep saying you're doing a great job, or you're building.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is for Arteta we had that culture even under Wenger when it's post like Invincibles where we got into that, we lost that winner mentality.
Bro,
And the
I
problem
beg you,
is,
I beg you. Sorry to keep interrupting you. Please, I beg you, read this comment. I can't even read it. It makes me
say? Liverpool had 600 million worth of talent not playing. We are the only team not to score a goal against Liverpool home and away. Ouch.
Yes. Yes.
You know what is? I think we have this inferiority complex over the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City. Like, how else can you explain it with our squad and everything? We draw to 10-man Chelsea. You know, that's when you have the man advantage. You're supposed to make it count. So I don't understand. Like,
exactly. Top Gooners don't support Arsenal Football Club. They support Arteta FC. Facts, bro. They care more about Arteta's hairline than Arteta's. Bro, honestly, these top Gooners, yeah, would let Arteta butter their tonsils in front of their girlfriends. I swear to God, man, it's just ridiculous, man. These top Gooners get on my nose. They will defend Arteta until. Honestly,
I don't
swear
understand
to God.
why we have to. Why, as Arsenal fans, are we expect to have this blind faith? Like, we pay the highest ticket prices in Europe. You had that Liverpool troll, ND, Zach, whatever his name is, were like asking, taking the piss out of Arnie Slot. He's won the Premier League for them in his first season, and they want him out the door now. He's had a wobble. So why with us, we have to follow this guy blind? What as he says, how high? Come on, like. We're not saying sack him now because it's like not the right time, but like give him the season, he doesn't win anything. Try to get someone else. There's managers in the Prem, like a lot of tactical people, done good jobs with like clubs like Glasner, freaking what's his name, Andoni Iraola. You know, there's lots of managers quite shrewd. You know that you could replace him with. I think Enrique's like the dream, of course, but I don't think he would come to us. We'd have to. Like cough up some really big money to get him to come to us. He's got a pretty good gig anyway at PSG, and I'm sure the Qataris pay him well.
Kurdish, yeah. Let me ask you a question, yeah. Why do you think Arteta is so protected? Because I've never seen a manager at a top 6 European club or a top 4 European club, or at this point a top 2 European club, be at the job this long, spend this much money, have this much financial and resource backing, not produce anything, and still some like there's just like it's like I don't know, is this guy doing banging judge, bro? Like what is? I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like I'm not gonna hate on Arteta anymore because for me it's like
Yeah.
I'm so tired of like being angry at Arteta. The fact of the matter is, I've always said from the beginning that I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough. I think he might win. I do think he's going to win the Premier League, but even if he does win the Premier League this season, I don't actually think overall, as a landscape of a manager for a club of Arsenal size, that means he's good enough. Because winning the Premier League once doesn't mean you're good enough, in my opinion. Even if he does, after all this money and after all this time, winning it once will not erase all the pain I've had to endure. 22, 23, 23, 24. And that last season, that was abysmal. So I just want to ask you, why do you think Arteta is so protected by the fans?
I'll tell you why. So, first of all, I agree with you most things, but I'd say if he were to win the Premier League, I would, like I said, I would give him the benefit of the doubt. I think if we win the Premier League,
I would give him the benefit of the doubt, but what my whole point was, I just don't.
I would still be pissed with the stuff, yeah, because
exactly,
I feel like
that was my point.
I think Arteta's thing, he's identified this season, he's going to win with defense rather than attack, and I think if I would like him to spend more on attacking players in the transfer window now. I know the mid-season transfer window is not the best one, but I still feel like that would be great, so we could win more from open play and really run away with it a bit more. But I think if we win, it's going to be because of our defense. Because like now, we played crap. We played in the rain. We played very uninspiring, but no goals conceded. That's still impressive. A point, you don't know. That could be the point that gets us over the line. Who knows? But I'll tell you why. Because what happened was we had Arsenal fans. We looked at Wenger. It was easier to blame Wenger than the board. What Wenger was doing, he was working almost miracles like latter years of Arsenal. Like football was evolving, football was changing. He wasn't getting the money to spend. He was keeping us in the top four. He even won the odd FA Cup and stuff. People were like, "We're Arsenal. Where's the Premier League? Where's the Invincibles? Where's that?" So people hammered up Wenger, including myself, because I was fed up. I wanted to change, even if Wenger's a legend. And you look at it now. We look at him now. Like history remembers him more kindly, more fondly now that he's out the job. You've seen Emery. Emery came. Emery had a reputation. First season looked decent. Second season completely fell apart. And then Arteta came in, and Arteta looked like it was going nowhere. And I was thinking, are we going to become like Man United? Are we going to be in the wilderness? Are we not even going to be a top mid-table club? What's going to happen? But slowly, you see all the different teams fall apart. Like over the years, Tottenham go through different cycles, and Arsenal, because we had that manager in that position for all these years, the squad have stability. We've invested in, we've brought players, and slowly, expectations were low. We've been finishing second consistently because we've been so close consistently. People are like, "Oh, just keep going, keep going. We'll get over the line eventually," and that's what people do. And also these top gooners, you ask top gooners. If you say to a top gooner, "I'll sack Arteta," they'll say, "Okay, who are you going to replace him with?" As if there's no one in the world that could do the job.
That's one of the questions that's coming up, by the way. That's one of the questions.
Who'd you replace him? Of course, it's a hypothetical question. I could tell you Ancelotti. I could tell you. I'm not saying I think Ancelotti is going to replace him. For me, it's not necessarily the biggest name. Like you've seen in clubs, the biggest name doesn't always work. You need a manager who's going to basically get the backing from the board, who's going to get the control, get the players he wants, be able to play the system he wants. And I think you need to play a positive football. You need to play front foot football, aggressive attacking football. I think attack is the best form of defense. We are literally doing defense, but we're doing it so well. We are getting away with it at the minute. But like I said, like this game, Liverpool haven't really been at it. If we were playing attacking football, we had more of a better attacking team. We would have won this game for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Arteta's done a good job, to be honest. There are loads of managers. I think majority of managers might have fallen away, not have done the job he did. But I do believe that there would have been better managers out there still. I think he's somewhere, not elite, but just outside of that, to be honest. He's only elite if he wins a major trophy, in my opinion. Until he does that, then you can call him elite or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you've seen I think that's the thing with Arteta because he gets so close. Even the pundits like him. He's a lot. He's got that sort of English connection. So Emery didn't have that English connection. So he was also more popular with the media. So
Yeah,
he's been in England before, been in Scotland with Rangers,
yeah,
but top gooners or whatever. I think he's restored a sense of pride of being an Arsenal fan. We can say now we're like a respectable outfit.
yeah.
We're in Europe. We're second place, but there's still something missing. You need that silverware, and then if you become the nearly team, other teams are going to take the mickey up. You'd be like, yeah, you're good, you're competing, but you haven't
And
won
not
anything
just that,
still.
your player's head starts to spin, and you look elsewhere. But I'm just going to get to
Yeah,
a couple of these comments. Yeah,
yeah, go for the comments.
AFC. If we play like that to Portsmouth on Sunday in the FA Cup, we'll go to pens and we'll get knocked out, bro. Absolutely. Like against Crystal Palace, we caught life. I said on my post-match reaction that we caught life. Like the way we play sometimes is so, like the attacking plays are so bad. And like what I don't understand is why Arsenal fans can see us play that badly, win, and still like make jokes out of it. Like, oh, Owen goal is our top scorer. It's like it's not, bro. It's not funny because when it doesn't work, when the set pieces dried up last season and set piece of FC LA didn't work, it's not funny no more, is it?
Yeah.
Tim says, who would you bring in if Arteta goes again? So
I'm
Tim, I'm going
realistic.
to say
I'm
this.
not like a I'm not like a daydream. I'm not going to
Yeah,
say like Guardiola. I'm going to say people like Iraola. I would say somebody like Glasner. I would say someone who's realistic and someone who's maybe proven it at a certain level. In the Premier League would be interesting because you've obviously seen with Manchester United when they got Amorim and they got Ten Hag, they got managers from good reputations, but not like top five leagues in Europe. Liverpool in theory got Arnie's slot right, and he slotted right in, no pun intended, and well, pun very much intended.
yes, it was.
And
Yes,
he
it was.
and he won the Premier League his first season. Now
Yeah,
he's the Antichrist all of a sudden by Liverpool fans, and nobody's saying, and everyone says how loyal Liverpool fans are. It's the same with us. Like,
yeah. And
one day you're a
Tim,
hero, one day you're a villain. Yeah,
Tim, to answer your question, for me, if Arteta went right now or the end of the season, my thing is the club was existed before Arteta and it will exist after Arteta. That's number one. Number
yeah.
two, Ancelotti, Enrique, Flick, Zidane, Nagelsmann. If you're gonna do the project thing, Iriola. I love the way he plays football.
What about Fabregas?
Fabregas. He's doing all right at Como as well.
And Serie A is not a bad league. Serie A is one of the top five leagues. I would consider that. And he's got the connection with Arsenal, so why not? I mean, Arteta kind of hasn't done a bad job, but I would give somebody another crack at it, you know?
Arteta's on 15.6 million a year, bro. My God. Yeah. My God, bro. My God. My goodness. Arsenal fans, we should learn to appreciate. Just a few weeks ago, we had 2-point gap, and now it's 6. Let's back Arteta in the team. Okay, Eugene, yeah? I can see you're probably... I'm not going to say you're a top gooner, yeah, but you're obviously a positive Arsenal fan. Let me say this to you, yeah? Do you remember in 22-23 when we were 8 points clear? Do you remember that? And what ended up happening? We've been here before. Yes, we should back the team. Yes, we should back Arteta. But let's be realistic. The way we are playing in an attacking sense is not good enough to win this Premier League. The only reason why I can confidently say, kiss this badge, and say with chest, yeah, why I think we are going to win a league, even under a manager that I don't think is good enough, is because our defense is freaking elite. I wouldn't even say elite. Our defense is super elite. Even the backup, our backup back four can start for a top 4 team all around Europe. So I say that. Alex Ferguson said, attacks win you games, defenses win you titles. We can win the title based off our defense. That's my personal opinion. That's logic. That's common sense. That's no emotion. That's just what I think based on historical context. Alex Ferguson's quote as, in my opinion, the greatest manager of all time. Blah, 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 blah. Now, the reason why it's hard for me to not react negatively to these negative performances is because I'm seeing the same things over and over again that I don't like. Sometimes we score and win the game 3-4-0 clean sheet, so I don't talk about them as much. I don't accentuate my points as much, and I don't get as animated. But the reason why I'm animated today is because in a big game, Odegaard's spinning around like a Beyblade. He's not picking up good positions. He's weak in the challenge. 0 through balls, 0 assists, 0 shots on target. This is the captain of my football club. I don't look at him and think, oh my God, this guy can take me to a title. This guy can take me to an away day and he can get 3 points by himself. I look at a Rice. I look at a Gabriel. Hell, I look at a flipping... I look at a Trossard would probably be a better captain. And Eugene, yeah, I do back the team and I do back Arteta until further notice because because here's the thing, Eugene, if he wins nothing, yeah, are you gonna if he wins nothing, yeah, this season and next season, are you gonna say, oh, just wait another season? That means our players would have aged 2 years and gone Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, and that's the problem. Nasri, Fabregas, Van Persie, Sagna, Adebayor, Clichy, who else? Alexis Sanchez. There you go. And I was a child when that happened. That hurt. So that's why. I've got PTSD. I've been here before. Thank you very much.
But yeah, like anyway, shout out to Eugene. Like, it's good to have Gunners and diverse opinions. And I can understand your point of view too, because just to give some balance, I think like it's good we're in the title race. It's good that we're in this sort of conversation. But yeah, let's wait and see, I guess, what Arteta's doing. Today has not been a good performance, so we analyze, we react to it, and we give the no filter reaction to it. So hence why it does seem a bit very like. Might seem a lot, but this is like what we've watched today. We've watched just play at home against Liverpool, yes, in the pissing down rain. A really dreadful 0-0 game, very devoid of like ideas. It wasn't a great performance. And as a fan, you spent 90 minutes of your life watching that. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? That's an awful performance, let alone for the guys in the stadium watching that and paying the highest ticket prices in Europe as well.
Exactly. Blade said Claudio Ranieri got sacked after Leicester won the league. Di Matteo got sacked after winning the Champions League with Chelsea. He's been allowed to spend big the last 2 to 3 years. Maybe the board still thinks we're in reaching distance. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the board are going to back Arteta. They believe in the project. I think the reason why Arteta's been able to spend more money is I think it's because Josh Kroenke is more in charge of the club now. Back then, when we first took over the club, Stan Kroenke was more in the driver's seat. I think now because he's older, he's more focused on the LA Rams and the Bills or Buffalo Bills or whatever the hell has got going on in America. And I think he's just giving it to Josh. He's like, listen, son, Arsenal, there you go. And I think Josh is actually interested in Arsenal. That's all it comes down to. Arsenal board mentality has always been just happy with top 4 Champions League football and the odd FA Cup. Exactly. Because it's been about money. But now because Arsenal fans are like, no, we need to win now. They know that if we win, more Arsenal fans, more money, more revenue, stadium expansions. Obviously, it's a business. Like, they want to make money, but I'm a fan. I don't care about whether Arsenal's profitable. I want to win. Obviously, I want it to be profitable, but I don't think about profit when I go to an Arsenal game or when I see Trossard bang it from 25 yards on the edge of the box against Sunderland away. I'm not thinking about, oh my God, revenue. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think Arteta... I do think Arteta loves Arsenal. I definitely agree as a club. He's played with some good players under Wenger. And absolutely, do you know the funny thing is? I think Arteta loves the Arsenal. I think he captained Arsenal to an FA Cup. He was a captain at this club. In my opinion, he was an average player, but he still captained us to silverware. And when he left the club, he cried. Like, he loves the club. He absolutely loves the club. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Big up to you, man. But you just sub to the channel. Thank you for the sub.
Nice.
Thank you for the sub.
Appreciate the love.
Appreciate the love, man. Okay, Eugene, you're coming back, yeah? How can you be talking about replacing Arteta yet? We're in a title race. Put this negativity aside and back the manager. Bro, me and Kurdish literally just said we don't want to sack Arteta. You need to listen to what we said. I just said I wouldn't sack Arteta right now because we're in the middle of the season. We're in a title race. Sacking him would have a negative effect on the club, the fans, and the players, and it could potentially derail our season. I would not sack Arteta right now because we're in every competition. We're top of the league. We've got points clear. What would be the point of sacking Arteta right now? Despite his mistakes, we're still in prime time position to win 4 trophies. So I didn't even say that. So I don't understand why you're saying I'm being negative. All I'm saying is that If we don't win anything this season, then we need to think, okay, it's been 7 years now. I think it's time to. This obviously isn't working. We need to either get a new manager or get new players, or something needs to change. And the owners aren't going to change. The players probably aren't going to change. So it's going to have to be the manager. That's all I'm saying, Eugene. I'm not being negative. I'm just being realistic. I would not sack Arteta until the end of the season, because sacking him right now what would that yield? Nothing.
Yeah. It's a hypothetical question, and on this channel, what we do is we'll talk about the games, we'll talk about like the future potentially of Arsenal Football Club. Obviously, we're not the oracle; we don't know what's going to happen, but it's just basically about like opinions and what potentially could happen. The reason Arteta's still in the job because he gets close, he keeps finishing second, and that's credit to him. So yeah, we've acknowledged that too. So, but yeah, there needs to be a point where Arsenal Football Club changes its mentality. It's a big club, millions of fans around the world, highest ticket prices in Europe. We want to see trophies.
Exactly. I've followed Arsenal since the George Graham days, and there's been some good times and there's been some bad times, bro. Look, I don't want to put my age out there on the internet too much, yeah. But look, I'm in my early 30s, yeah. I've been supporting Arsenal since like the late 90s, yeah. I've seen the good stuff. I've seen Thierry Henry run through the entirety of Spurs and celebrate right in front of them fucking Spurs fans, and do the signature Henry pose, yeah. And I've seen Koscielny pass the ball to Obafemi Martins in a League Cup final and him score and us lose in a final and me cry on the 54 going to Woolwich to my dad's house. I've seen the bad times too, and I've seen the good times. So I can tell you that for free, mate. I can tell you that for free. Odegaard has mastered the art of looking busy while doing absolutely nothing. AFC, I call Odegaard the Beyblade and I call him Mr. Tesco's, because when I was 19, I worked in Tesco's, and when I couldn't bother, to do my shift, I'd shuffle around with a Chris and act like I'm busy when I was doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, I'm telling you right now, games like this, I've never seen Odegaard turn up for a big game this season. I'm not gonna lie. Like, other than the Aston Villa game, where the whole team played well, by the way, Odegaard doesn't really turn up in big games. But if you attack the captain, then you're negative. So let me not say anything. Most players have left off to go on to win trophy. Now it's time to what? Exactly, because we don't want to be that team where we build up a good squad and then we don't win anything, and then all of our best players leave and go win trophies elsewhere. Bro, like I said, Adebayor, Nasri, Fabregas, Van Persie, Clichy. We've seen it. Yeah. Ashley Cole. We've seen it a million times, bro. Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah. People used to call us a feeder club. Can you imagine? They used to call us a feeder club.
My YouTube guy, man. Big up Rich to you, man. Big up to you, Rich.
Big up Tim as well. Big up Eugene as well. Big up everyone.
We need an attacking striker / coach ASAP. Shocking performance. We made Liverpool look like that. Bro, Rich, yeah, the second half, man. The second half, I was getting so angry. Like, it's not only were Liverpool just bopping around the ball and containing us, it's like every 50-50, the ball was like bobbling to them. It would bobble to their player. And the referee as well. I'm not one to talk about the referee, but I feel like the referee was giving Liverpool a couple of extra fouls as well. And our attack, but anyway, forget about that, because the attacking impotency from our players was poor. Madueke should have come in earlier. Eze should have come in earlier. Jesus needs to come in earlier. They need to give through balls to Gyökeres. Gyökeres needs to figure out how to get himself in the game, because he can't just keep standing in between the two centre backs and wait for the ball, man. Because this ain't Sunday League, bro. Like, you need to move, you need to hustle, you need to. I know it's not really your game, but you're gonna have to drop into midfield and like pass the ball out to the winger and spin and get forward again. Because if you don't do that, you're not gonna get the ball. Like, Odegaard will literally see you and then he'll spin around and then pass it to the centre back or pass it to Saka. He's got such a right-hand side bias. He's not going to pass to you, bro. So, honestly, it's so frustrating. That performance just sums up everything I don't like about our team and everything, the way our team plays and everything I don't like about Arteta's tactics. It was honestly infuriating.
There's one point as well we didn't mention, which is the Liverpool team. It was like a weakened Liverpool team. There's no Salah, there's no Isak, and we're playing home.
No Ekitike as well, by the way. No
Ekitike. That's the biggest miss, actually. I was like, where? No Ekitike. We just literally, they got Cody Gakpo up front.
Yeah.
Like, Liverpool had an attacking impotency as well, but they look dangerous still, despite all those setbacks, which is quite frustrating. But it does seem like sometimes we have a bit of a small game, small mentality when it comes to sort of like some inferiority complex against Liverpool, Chelsea, and City. It's like we still see them as these big clubs, and I don't like it's like we're hoping with some set pieces going to save us and be the difference, and our defense is going to hold up. I really don't like it. I think
No.
it.
You know what
We
I
need to
want? Instead of set piece
develop.
FC Ole, how about a player that can run through the entire fucking team and slot it bottom corner and then do the Henri shush, mate? That's what I want to see. I want to see the night gloves, the tiempos, the bald head. That's what I want to see, man. I want to see a player that can just pick the ball up and just run through the entire team and just destroy teams, man. Like, have you seen that video on YouTube of like John Terry, Carragher, Nesta, all these like big defenders talking about how scared of the Henri they were? Like, John Terry used to say he used to have nightmares before he played Arsenal just because of Thierry Henry.
Wow.
And we don't have anyone else. I don't think we have anyone in our attacking line that's like levels. Like Saka's probably the closest thing, but even in my opinion, I don't think Saka's like inevitable. He's not inevitable. We have no one in our front line that's inevitable.
Yeah.
Like Mbappe is inevitable. Haaland is inevitable. Even Kane is inevitable. Lewandowski is inevitable.
Like that sort of striker that's just irresistible, like world class is going to just do that. And I don't know, there's maybe a shortage of those type of players. They're already at the top clubs. Who would you, in an ideal world, which striker would you have liked to see at Arsenal?
Julian Alvarez.
Oh yeah, you said this before. Julian Alvarez is a good one.
100 million pound release clause. Go get him right now. Summer 26. Go get Alvarez, man. Go get Alvarez. Yeah, sell Havertz. Sell Jesus. Sell Martinelli. Sell Zinchenko. Sell Reece Nelson. Get rid of Fabio Vieira. Get rid of all the deadwood. I want to see. Julian Alvarez come in the door. I want to see. Oh, what's his name? I want to see Keenan. Is it Keenan? Yeah, Keenan Yildiz. I want to see that Mendoza kid from Elche, and I want to see a centre midfielder because Christian Norgard. I don't know why the hell we bought that JCB 360 excavator of a fucking player, man. He is absolutely dog shit kebab, mate. He is awful. He's so bad. He makes me want to shave my hair off, mate. Honestly, he's so bad, bro.
I think we just got to be
so annoying. He's not even doing the base, bro. AFC. I can't defend Gyökeres anymore, man. I can't defend him anymore. He looks like he's wearing Timberland boots, size 12s, bro. It's honestly so. Like I was getting cooked in my group chat today by one of my friends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the chat. I'm pretty sure he's watching now. He's sitting there probably. He's a Liverpool fan as well. He's probably sitting there. You fucking mug prick, mate. He's probably sitting there watching me crash out, laughing his head off. But anyway, he was basically saying to me that you need to. It's finally time for you to admit that Gyökeres is not good. He's a donkey. He keeps calling him donkey. I can't defend him anymore. Tim said, "Do you think Saka could convert to a striker?" No, I don't think he should be. No, I don't think he's a striker material. If anything, I could see. I would actually convert Saka to a 10 and let Madueke play the not convert him, but like let Saka play in the 10 sometimes and play Madueke on the right. I think that would be, or plays Saka on the left sometimes, but I definitely wouldn't convert him into a striker. Like,
would you change up the formation? Like, because we always play 4-3-3. Because it doesn't. I think that's probably the best thing anyway. Because we play with like wingers. Saka's obviously going to be on the wing. Or
I don't know, man. I just think for me, we need an attacking manager, and we need better forwards. Our forwards kind of stink, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, our forwards stink. Like, yeah, our forwards kind of stink, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what I said.
What you said earlier about never having Madueke, Gyökeres, Trossard, and Eze on the same time without Odegaard is an interesting point. Yeah, I was saying to Blade earlier. Yeah, let me just keep this comment on the screen. That I want to see Gyökeres, Trossard, Eze, and Madueke all at the same time. I feel like that four would cause the most problems. Maybe not pound for pound the best front four, but I think in terms of chance creation, speed, finishing, and chaos, I think that is the best that's the best front four. Big in a big away game, this is the team I want to see. That's my personal opinion. Madueke, pace, power, chaos. Gyökeres, obviously, when he actually gets through balls, finishing. Eze, moments player, can dribble and beat a man. And Elsley, obviously, Trossard, our best forward this season. No doubt about that.
Yeah, no, Trossard, the thing with Trossard, his IQ is really good. And what's frustrating, because we always playing down the right for Saka, it doesn't really go to Trossard that much. And actually, I thought he wasn't terrible. He didn't have the biggest impact, but when he got the ball, he was doing decent stuff with it. When you brought him on for Martinelli on, I thought, I'm just doing this just to roll the dice. Nothing's going to happen with Martinelli. He got the ball, he outpaced players, he ran past players, and he did nothing with it somehow still. That's the irony. It's like he can
You
just
know what,
completely
Blade?
run
I
past
agree.
players. He's got that pace, but
Yeah.
just got nothing to do with it afterwards. No pass, no finishing, nothing.
Me and Kurdish agree. Me and Kurdish said this at the beginning of the screen. We actually agreed that if we started Marino, we probably would have won today. I think the chance where Madueke crosses it with his right foot across the box and nobody gets it, I think Marino gets there and nods it in, or puts his foot out, left foot, side foots it in, and we win. We get all 3 points. The thing is, like I said, I can't defend Gyökeres anymore, man. Like, it's a shame. I don't actually think it's 100% his fault, but I'd say it's about 60 to 65%. You're a big man. You've got to make adjustments. Yeah, Arteta's tactics might not suit you, but you've got to find a way, bro. You're on 200 grand a week at one of the biggest football clubs in the world. Find a way, man. Find a way.
I reckon our best attack, right, is Marino, Trossard, Eze, Madueke right now in current form. I reckon that's our best.
I agree. I think
it's fluid, it's fast. They got good IQ, good positional sense, and Eze would offer more than Odegaard. He would shoot from outside the box. He would do stuff. He wouldn't drop deep and go to defenders all the time, pass sideways and whatnot. He would do more, I think, for us in this current moment in time. But yeah, look, I appreciate Odegaard. Like in the past, he was one of our best players. But I don't know, lately, just doesn't seem to be happening for Odegaard. I don't know what it is with him. He just seems to be devoid of ideas right now. He just keeps doing the same thing, and he's not. I'd like to see him just take a shot, just work the keeper, miss it. Miss the ball, just try something. Put a pass in. You're supposed to be like what you call a creative playmaker, right? Put a ball into the box. Try something. Be brave. Those four would walk into most teams.
He's talking about Eze, Gyökeres, Trossard, and Madueke.
Yeah, I think Gyökeres is probably. I don't think he can't be as bad as we make it. I think he's the type of player. He's a classic target man, and I think we're not playing to his strengths as well.
No, we don't.
But it's a two-way thing. But we bought this guy. We knew what he was, and we need to be more flexible, more adaptable as a team. We're too predictable. We rely so much on our defense, and our defense is going so forward as well. How many times do you see Saliba? You see Timber almost trying to drive the ball into the midfield as well. It's too much. We're asking too much for our defenders as well. They're as good as they are. They can do a lot of stuff. That's the crazy thing. I think our only world-class players is the back line. It would be our two centre
Rice
back.
as well, and Rice as
well. Maybe
well.
even Timber. I'd throw Timber in there. Timber a little bit.
For me, our world-class players, in my opinion, are Rice, Timber, Gabriel and Saliba, and that's it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And what I like about Rice, he plays so deep sometimes, but he will score goals. And not just score goals, but like crucial goals. Not Martinelli goals where the game is won and then the space is open and you just run into it and you slot it in.
I mean, Ben White will get minutes, Corky, yeah. But the problem is that like the thing is like right now he's just not going to get into the team because Timber's just so good. Timber's so good right now. Like he's not going to get into the team. He'll probably. I think Ben White will start on Sunday against Portsmouth. Same with Eze. Eze will start. Wanyeri will probably start. Dalman might even start. Nah, probably Madueke will probably start actually. But
I feel kind of sorry for Lewis Skelly because he looked like he was going to be the mainstay last year. It's difficult for him to get in.
What a bunch of muppets! Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm fuming, mate. I'm fuming. Like, but that was such a poor performance, man. Just a poor performance. Just an absolute poor performance.
Like I said, it's a sad day for football, not just for us, not for Arsenal, not for the travelling Liverpool fans even. It was just awful. Just awful display.
Yeah.
Liverpool in the second half actually put on more of a show than we did.
They did. Like, I felt like we was at Anfield, the way they were bopping the ball around, man.
Yeah, and I don't get these type of performances. It doesn't make sense to me. You got Liverpool, you're playing at home against Liverpool, a Liverpool team that's been up and down this season. They're missing a lot of key players. They're playing bloody Cody Gakpo up front, for God's sake. And you draw. A goal is drawn, you're hoping for a set piece to save you. And that's where like the criticism of Arteta comes in. I'm sorry, like he's done good, but also there's this tactical inflexibility and this predictability It's pissing me off. You spent enough money; they should be able to play better football than this. I'm sorry, I don't
Exactly.
get it. And why,
Exactly.
with all the squad building, we've decided that Martinelli is good enough, that he's a mainstay. He's been at the club for so long, and now he's not starting. He's not good enough. Why do you keep him there all this time? You ship off the goalkeepers ruthlessly. Do the same with Martinelli. I don't know what it is with this fixation
Exactly.
on Martinelli and
I
this
don't get it.
thing of players and past glories like benching Madueke and Eze just so you can keep Odegaard and Saka on the pitch as long as possible. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Blade said, would prime Carzola be enough to change the outcome tonight? It's hard to say, bro. It's hard to say because if you're thinking it's Carzola plays tonight, who does he replace? It depends who you replace him with. If you replace him with Zubimendi, probably not. If you replace him with Rice, I don't think so. But if you replace him with Odegaard, probably yeah. In my opinion, if you replaced him with Odegaard, if Prime Carzola played in the Odegaard position tonight, I think we get all 3 points. And then Blade's got a question for you, Kurdish. Kurdish, on Martinelli, you'd think he'd be better off as a striker or through the middle.
Everybody says that, and that's his natural position. I think him and as a striker or a second striker, everyone says that. And he always tries to go into like that sort of position, isn't it? I think we had Cads on the show last time. He mentioned that too. My friend Samuel from the gym, he mentions that too. Like Martinelli's natural position is actually a striker, but he's been shoehorned into this sort of left wing position, which he's not suited for, and it's not been great to be honest.
The problem with Martinelli is that if he has to think for even 1 second, he's instinct. He's instinct, man. If he can run down the middle and just like let him do the obvious things, if he has to even think like anything above 70 IQ, he's cooked, man. He's cooked.
Yeah. It's a shame because this guy was seen as like a talent. Like Ronaldinho was raving about him. A lot of people were raving about him.
Even
so I don't know. I don't think he's been developed properly.
Talent. You know that Klopp called him a generational talent. You know.
Yeah, I think either he hasn't been developed properly or he's not fulfilling his potential, whatever it is. I don't know, but like only he can know the answer to that. Sometimes, players aren't played in their natural positions, but I want us to play like players in their natural positions. It's like when we went and lost to Villa and we put Eze where Martinelli would have been. Even Martinelli would have been better there because Martinelli's played there longer. Eze's through the middle, Eze's attacking midfielder. But because we wanted Odegaard to play there, we were just like, okay, we'll put Eze out on the left because he's been playing well, but Odegaard's our captain, and let's have them both in the team. And it's just really odd kind of decision making. It does feel like we're playing with a handbrake on. I would like to see us let loose and really take the game to Liverpool. Liverpool were there for the taking today. Like a depleted squad. You couldn't make this up. It's like Christmas. We're at home at the Emirates. Ekitike's not there. Salah's not there. Isak's not there. What more do you want, for God's sake? I don't even know how we got that situation. I don't think we'll get that kind of situation again where we have all those strikers out. That's what kills me. I don't
honestly,
get it.
man, it's honestly annoying, bro. Like, honestly, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in that performance, and I'm so disappointed in the drop points. And I'm just honestly, man, we better win this league. That's all I'm saying. Because the problem is, I was saying to my friend, I was saying to Blade last night, we've been talking stuff. We've been talking so much stuff in the group chat. We've been talking stuff. So we don't win this Premier League, bro. We don't win this Premier League. We are cooked. We are cooked. We are so cooked, bro.
Yeah. Imagine that Shane guy is going to
come. Big up my boy Static, man. Big up Static. How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing, Static?
Hey, what's up?
Big up my boy Static, man.
Shall we do something light-hearted? We'll talk about maybe favorite Arsenal like cult heroes. Like we've got so many players that were so talented, but I barely remember them because they're on the medical table all the time. Like Rosicky.
I was just about literally the first name of my lips was going to say. The first name I was going to say was Eduardo.
Eduardo, oh my God, that destroyed him. That fell.
That ankle break, man. Oh, I think after yesterday's results, Arteta set up for a draw. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where if he won the game, he would have been happy, obviously. But I don't think he. Yeah, I just think he was happy to take a point. And I think Arteta looked at it and gone, well, City's dropped points yesterday at home to Brighton. We're playing Liverpool at home. It's acceptable to draw to the reigning champions.
Champions, yeah.
And for me, it's not acceptable. Listen, they should have got packed. They should have got packed today. They should have got packed, mate. They should have got packed. Stag says, Dark Side Kurdish, I'm good, boys. Keep speaking facts. Shout out to you, Stag, man. Shout out to you. Keep posting them stories, bro. I see your stories on Instagram. Shout out to you, man. Your content's really good as well, man. I really fuck with the content. Yeah, contact me soon. Hit me on the DMs, bro. Hit me on the DMs, bro. We'll chat. We'll chat anyway. We'll chat tomorrow. I'll send you a voice note tomorrow anyway. We can do a show together whenever you want, mate. Trust me.
Cool.
Some say Eduardo and Diaby combo would have been there. Oh my god, bro. Diaby was literally Patrick Vieira regen. 6'4", black, bald, big, skillful, powerful.
That was coming.
Bro, he was literally Patrick Vieira regen, and he literally, his ligaments were made of elastic bands. Eduardo, you know what's so funny, yeah? I saw something on Instagram the other day, and it was like, if you could change 4 moments in Arsenal history, it was like the Kroenkes buying Arsenal, Henry missing that 1-on-1 in the Champions League final, Eduardo getting his leg broken. And I can't really remember what the 4th one was. It was a stupid one. I think 95% of the Arsenal fans
voted Van Persie to go to Man United, but yeah, that was you couldn't change that.
I think it was that actually. I think, and then 95% of Arsenal fans voted for Henry to not miss the 1-on-1 in the Champions League final. Bro,
oh, I got a worst one. The 8-2. We got beat 8-2 by Man United. Don't remind me. That was terrible. That was a dark day.
That was dark.
That was proper dark. Even for you, Dark Side, that was like the darkest day. Like it was the darkest hour. That was horrible. Yeah, so Diaby was a good player. Like you could do a whole starting 11 of injury-prone players we had. Remember, Diaby, Cazorla, even people talk about Cazorla, and I'm like, I had to go on YouTube and do the research on this guy. I didn't see all these skills and all these flicks and stuff he does. I was like, I barely remember him because he was injured all the time. But then you hear Wiltshire, and he was like, they're like, who's the best player you played with? And you're gonna think he's gonna say Sanchez or Van Persie. It's like, nah, Santi Cazorla. Santi.
Yeah.
Santiago.
Yeah, was about to say Diaby till the ankle break against Sunderland. For me, I'll still pick Eduardo just because, in my opinion, in the Emirates era, just purely on finishing, nobody even comes. Nobody, not Van Persie, not Aubameyang, not Gyökeres, not. I've never seen anyone better at finishing, just finishing, than Eduardo. I'm not joking. Like, this guy was so good at finishing. Like, his finishing was just 1-on-1s wasn't 1-on-1s with him. It was 1 versus 1.1. That's how good his 1-on-1s were. Eduardo was special, man. You know what? I wish there was another timeline where you could see what a player's full potential could have been. Honestly, if Eduardo didn't break his leg that season, we would have won the Premier League that season. We would have won the Premier League that season as well, by the way. Yeah, take care, Static, man. I'll send you a message on Instagram tomorrow, and then we can set up a show whenever you're free, bro. Take care, mate.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
You watched? Yeah, so did I, bro. I cried. I think I was in
Who broke his leg? Was that Stoke or Birmingham City?
No, it was Birmingham. Was that? I can't even remember his name. His name was Lee Taylor or something. I can't remember his name. But yeah. And he was laughing about it as well. What an evil, sick prick, man. What a sick prick. I remember I think Fabregas started crying on the pitch as well. He was really. Fabregas was really shook up by that, man. It was really. Bro, his leg, just went like that. His leg just.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. That was nasty. Yeah.
It was just awful. Being held together by a sock. It was honestly one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
That was terrible. Don't know what happened to
Eduardo over Sanchez, bro. Sanchez overall, but finishing, it's not even close. It's not even close. I remember I just said finishing. Just finishing. Eduardo clears every Emirates player. I'm not joking. Just finishing. No, Henry doesn't count as an Emirates era player. Remember, I'm talking about players that only played in the Emirates. Henry played in Highbury. I wasn't including Henry. So Henry, Bergkamp, Anelka. I wasn't counting any of those. Chris, I was not counting any of those players. God, am I counting?
Those are goated. That's like a different.
Like they're like you know what I mean. Come on, they're up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Henry and Anelka, that would have been crazy at Arsenal.
Yeah, it messed our players up, man. Like our players that season, I think it was the 2007-08 season. That messed us up, man. It messed up our players. I remember seeing Flamini, Hleb, Fabregas. They looked distraught, man. Especially Fabregas. Yeah. Fabregas was really upset about it, man. And then because he had to see it twice, he had to see it with Aaron Ramsey as well. So I remember when it happened with Aaron Ramsey, Fabregas literally looked at him and just went, what the fuck? He went crazy, man. He went crazy when it happened to Ramsey as well. That's another one who got ruined by injury as well. Ramsey and Wilshere got ruined by injury as well.
Ramsey still had a good career overall.
Yeah, what Martinelli did today, unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. I think for me, Yusuf, I think that should be the last time he plays for the club. And then you probably might think I'm being extreme, but I think he should be. I think he should be sold. End of the season, he should be sold. Not just because of what he done today, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough to play for us. Like, do you think, Yusuf, that Martinelli, if you was a right back, do you think Martinelli scares you? Probably not. Do you think Kirkes, or I'm trying to think of right backs in the Premier League, Carl Walker, what's his name, Jed Spence, any of these right backs are scared of my man? No. Yeah, Cesc as well. Cesc was cold, man. Cesc was cold. But again, Cesc played in Highbury as well, so there you go. Agree, Yusuf. Martinelli's behaviour was completely acceptable. This is not what the club was about. No, it's not. What Martinelli did was disgusting, bro. Like, and I think, do you know what the funny thing is? You know when you do things like that in the heat of the moment, and then you realise what you've done? Yeah. Leave that behaviour. Yeah, Blade said it best. Leave that behaviour to Chelsea and Spurs. I remember when Hazard kicked that ball boy in the stomach on the League Cup final. Leave that kind of nonsense to them, man. Leave that for them. Yeah, he should be taken. He should get a fine. He should get fined, man. He should get fined. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think he would, like, when the player went to him stretcher, he should have apologized or something.
100%.
Because that was just, I think maybe in the moment frustration, and he thought maybe he was feigning injury or something. That's the only thing I can think of. But the player was seriously hurt. Just pushing off like that, and even there was an incident him dropping the football on the player, just being silly. So I don't know what he's playing at in that match. And he'd been subbed on, so I don't know why he's losing his head like that.
Yeah, I
don't know. Thought that Trossard was the one that was subbed on. Seemed to be more fresher than he was, doing more.
Martinelli would suit Serie A. I think he would suit. I think it would suit the German league, actually, because I feel like the German league has got a lot more transitional football, and I think that's where Martinelli thrives. Transitional football is where Martinelli thrives. When there's space in behind that he can run into, that's when you see an elite player. But in Premier League, especially when you play for Arsenal, you're not going to get space in behind. You're not going to get that. When I saw him 1v1, honestly, when I see Martinelli one-on-one, I'd rather eat a jean jacket. It's so painful watching him one-on-one. I'd rather eat a jean jacket with barbecue sauce. It's that bad, bro. It's terrible.
The sad thing is when he beats players, he doesn't know what to do. that's what.
And then when he beats players, he shits the bed, bro. It's crazy.
He's like, I can't believe I done it. Oh, I passed the players, and he passes that pass to Lewis Skelly was criminal. Lewis Skelly, if Lewis Skelly got at the end of that pass, he would have been offside by some miracle as well.
I think I was 11 the last time we won the league. I think I was in year 6 when we won the league. I was literally playing Beyblades and flipping Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And now I've got a car and a house and flipping bills and problems and stress. And lucky I've still got a full head of hair, but even still, my dad's genes, they might kick in soon. So you never know, mate. You never know. Yeah, I'd sell him for 30, 40 million. Yalla.
If we get that for him, I would be happy. I think
we can sell him to Saudi for like 60, easily. If we win the league this year, because you got to remember, if we win the league, it makes all of your players a little bit more expensive. If we win the league this year, we can sell Martinelli for 70 million to El Nasir or whatever the hell, easily.
Yeah, I don't know where he'd go. I think he could play in like La Liga or something, or like in Europe he looks better. Like he looks like Maradona against Bruges, of course.
No, Yusuf said I'd drive him to the airport myself.
Drive to the airport. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, same here, mate. I'd do it myself as well. I wouldn't
It
even.
still
I
shows
wouldn't even
how
want
far
money.
the Brazil national team has fallen. He gets into the squad.
Yeah, the Brazil national team is not good, man. Like if players like Martinelli even get minutes, yeah, it's not. Can Noni play on the left? Noni can play on the left, but he's kind of rubbish on the left. Like you can ask Chelsea fans. He's got 0 GA on the left for Chelsea, and he's got oh wait, my computer's about to die. 1 second, guys. But yeah, sorry, 1 second, bro.
Yeah, I think Noni, like, if he could play on left, they probably would have tried that probably already. Like, I think because they don't want to shift Saka probably to the left because they think, oh, that Saka's one of our star big names. We wouldn't want to like do a makeshift thing for him and then put Madueke in his position, who's supposed to be the competition player. But Madueke is good. Like, I think like he could start for us for more games. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I think
Yeah. But it'd be interesting. It's an experiment maybe to put Saka there on the left. I don't know what that would do. I mean, if we've got Martinelli on the left, how bad could it be, right?
Thoughts on Arteta out or in, bro? Yusuf, at the moment, yeah, I'm in only because I think sacking him right now would be the wrong thing for the squad. It'd be the wrong thing for the club, and it'd be the wrong thing for the fans. Arteta's top of the league, 6 points clear. We're in every competition. So I think sacking him right now doesn't make sense. I want him gone like after 22-23. I want him gone. The second he bought Havertz, I knew that this was a joke. I knew this whole experiment, trust the process, confía en el proceso. I knew this whole thing was a joke, bro.
Well, you can speak a little bit Spanish. That's cool.
Un poquito español, sí. But the thing is, right? I think if Arteta wins nothing, this is my thing. Arteta has to win the FA Cup and the League Cup, or win the Premier League or the Champions League. That was my thing at the beginning of the season. If you don't do that, goodbye. I'm not being negative. I'm not being positive. I'm just logical. Win the league and the FA Cup, or win the Premier League and the Champions League, or both, or all four, or treble. Win one of the big boys, win two of the small boys, or piss off. That's it. A Carabao Cup for me, a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, just the one by themselves, does not save him for me. Because I didn't wait 7 years, 1.3 billion Great British white women spent for an FA Cup. Again, I didn't wait for that. Nah. Because if that was the case, why didn't we just give Wenger £1 billion and let him do what he wanted? Could you imagine the attacking players on the Wenger? If we're not going to win, I want to see sexy football if we're not going to win. You know what I mean? Don't make sense. It don't make sense. But that's just my opinion anyway. Yeah, see it. You got to see it. You got to wait till the end of the season because there's no point sacking him now. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, you can't sack anyone at their first. Even if he was second, you couldn't sack him. I think it's just you have to, as long as they're mathematically in the race, you give them that chance, I suppose.
Like, yeah, I mean, Yusuf said it best, man. We were 8 points and bottled it. 22-20. That's what I said. After 22-23, I would have got rid of it, man. Because if you've got 8 point lead, yeah, Saliba got injured and Tomiyasu got injured. But then why didn't the club just go? Why didn't the club get? This is the thing. We got Kivior. He didn't play Kivior. He played Rob Holding, a player that doesn't even get on the that had one appearance for Crystal Palace, bro. One for Crystal Palace. Do you know where Rob Holding plays now?
Where?
He plays it. I don't know what team it is. I can't remember. I think it might be Bristol City.
Oh wow.
He plays in like League Two, bro. And this guy was playing at the Etihad for Arsenal 3 seasons ago. Filled up anyway.
We've had some like really bang average centre backs sometimes. Like was it Carl Jenkinson as well? Like a lot of these players.
We've had some bang average players, man. My God, we've had some bang average players. Yeah, Wenger was finished at the end of the time. But let me tell you something, Yusuf. The last 5 years, Arteta has won 0 points. Wenger's last 5 years, 3 FA Cups. But if I say that, I'm the negative one. If I say that, I've got an agenda. If I say that, I'm a toxic. I'm a bottom gooner. So whatever. I think when Pep goes, Arteta will go Man City. Nah, I think if Arteta, it depends. If Arteta wins nothing, Arteta will go to like maybe if his best position, if he wins nothing, he'll go to an Atletico Madrid. If he does win something, I think he'll go to Barcelona. That's my opinion. Holding's in America. Yeah. Oh, I think he plays for does he play for like Colorado Rapids or something stupid now?
Oh wow. Maybe he
Yeah,
plays for Stan Kroenke's team if they have one out there.
yeah, probably.
He's going to play for the LA Rams and switch sports.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a dull game of football. Like I'm telling you, man, you need to stop watching the AFCON. Like I'm tired of seeing all this sideways Guardiola wannabe football. Let's not act like Wenger should have left after 24. He wanted to prove more.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, Yusuf, yeah, this is a rumor. I'm not sure if this is even true, yeah, but I've heard, yeah, that that the Arsenal board, I think after Wenger went when Wenger was in his 9-year trophy drought, they actually wanted to get rid of Wenger and replace him with Pep, but because of like him paying off the stadium and like finding these random players for like 500 grand and then sending them for like 20 million, they couldn't get rid of him. And I think when Pep was like thinking about moving from Barcelona to Arsenal, he was like, well, I want money, I want funds. And they were like, money? What's that? Callum Chambers is at Cairn City in League. Oh my God, Callum Chambers. I remember there was one point in my life I used to, Cardiff. There was like one point I used to rate Callum Chambers, man. I used to think, yeah, like he's cold. He's cold. Now I'm thinking, who the hell is Callum? Callum who? Hudson-Odoi? Yeah, Cardiff.
Damn. We need to do that, like where are they now sort of thing. One of these.
We should do that. That'll be a fun little thing. I'll do it because the channel will probably be at 2,000 subscribers probably by March or the end of next month. So we hit 1,500 today. So
yeah, I saw. I was like, I've been keeping an eye. I was like, wow, damn, it's growing all the time.
Yeah.
But this rate, you'd hit it, like a lot sooner than you expect.
I think so. Many forgotten players for us over the years. Yossi Benayoun. You know what? He was actually decent. You know, he was decent, but I think for us he was rubbish. I think he played his best football at Liverpool, in my opinion. He played his best football at Liverpool.
Yeah, I think who did you play for? Like Chelsea as well as West Ham.
He played for Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal.
West Ham, isn't it?
I can't remember who else. West Ham, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Avram Grant's my neighbor.
What?
Like Avram Grant, you know, like the Israeli,
yeah.
I was telling my Somali friend, I was like, yo, I see Avram Grant every day, and I say hello to him. I was like, I don't like Avram Grant. I was like, why? It's like, he took us to the Champions League final and he bottled it. I was like, what do you mean? He took you to your first Champions League final. Have some respect for the guy.
That's hilarious.
See,
bro.
But fans are frugal, man. Fans are fickle.
Worst signing, Kim Kallstrom. Yeah, we signed a player that was injured. How does that make sense?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, you are the goat for saying that. I've always said that. I said that's the bit worst signing. That was basically daylight robbery. I think that and Raheem Sterling. At least Sterling set foot on the pitch, though. That's the difference. He set foot on
you know what's so funny? I remember when Fabrizio Romano announced it, and I was like, you know what? This might not be a bad signing. Sterling's decent. He might get us he might get us I don't know, it might help us get like a Carabao Cup or something. And he just ended up being. Who do you think's been the worst signing? Because Kim Kallstrom is a shout. I think Kim Kallstrom is easily top 3. Easily.
I said before, like Kim Kallstrom was like worst signing. Like I think, but people were like, oh, but we didn't expect him from Kim Kallstrom. But like, I think we were crying out for a striker, and we signed an injured Swedish midfielder, which is hilarious. Even if we forced him on the pitch, I mean, he still couldn't play as a striker. You could technically put him as a striker, but it wouldn't be his position. But yeah, it was just didn't make any sense.
I think Mustafi for me. Mustafi is me for me.
I'm trying to think who's like
we spent 40 million on him. We spent 40 million on Mustafi, man, and he was
Andres Santos was really shocking. That Brazilian guy.
Hi, I'm new to your channel, Rangers fan. I like Arteta. He will win the league for Arsenal. Have faith, lads. Listen, big up to you, Scotty, man. The thing is, bro, I really want Arteta to win the league. I want Arteta to win the league, but I just can't. I do think he's going to win the league this season. I think he's going to make it. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think he'll get it over the line this time. But the problem is, it's just that he just keeps making the same mistakes, man. And like today was just a prime example of Arteta 101. Too scared, too much of a coward to go for the big win, to have the cojones to just say, listen, we're taking We're taking Liverpool to the sword today, man. But shout out to you, Scotty, man. Shout out to you, Mr. McIntyre.
Shout out to Rangers, man. Shout out to
Shout out to Rain. Shout out to Nakamura as well. Great, my best Japanese player of all time. Celtic legend. Oh wait, sorry, that's a Celtic.
The Celtic.
Oh,
that was a viral moment. But you know why he's saying that? Because Arteta used to play for Rangers. So saying
sorry, that was a big blunder. Sorry, that was a big blunder. Sorry, that was my bad.
Shout out to Nakamura anyway. If you've got any Celtic fans, big up you guys too. Yeah, we're not taking any sides.
Big up to the Scottish League. Big up to the Scottish League.
SPL all day long. Gaza played for Rangers. You know? That's a Rangers guy.
Oh, do you know who did play? Do you know who did play for Rangers? I'm not sure. No, actually, no. He played for Celtic. But do you know who did play for Celtic? Who's going to shock you? This will shock you. Ian Wright.
Who? I knew that. Yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
He played for West Ham, then Celtic. Yeah. I'm like an encyclopedia when it comes to the shit. You're the tactical guy. I'm more the encyclopedia.
You know, he played for Crystal Palace.
Francis Jeffers is Everton.
Yeah, he played for Everton, and then he moved to Arsenal.
Oh yeah. This guy, he was kind of like flop, isn't it?
Like 2000 I think we signed him in like 2001, I think, or 2000, I think.
I think this was during the sort of like round about the Invincible era time. Like he was in that squad. He was in that Arsenal peak squad, so he never really got a chance. Frimpong wasn't the best signing, was he? I mean, he came with a song. He came with the Frimpong song. So he gave us
Frimpong, yeah. The thing is,
what did Kim Caltham give us? What did Kim Caltham give us?
He wasn't a signing. Technically, he was an academy player, so technically we didn't sign him. I'm going to use technically. I'm part of the Frimpong defense squad. I'm sorry, I love Frimpong, man. Even though he wasn't that great. But I played for Celtic, but done nothing up Scotland. Yeah, I think he only had about 20 appearances. I don't think he played that much, but that was towards the tail end of his career anyway. So I think he is already done by then anyway. £8 million paid for him. Fuck.
£8 million.
Jeffers played played from Rangers too. I didn't know that.
All the Rangers connections, yeah. Like we need to like who's the Rangers player? I'm trying to think of that now. You had that player, was it Pedro Mendes? He was all right. That Portuguese guy.
He was good.
He was
Pedro Mendes, he was good, man.
Oh, El Hadj Diouf. Yeah. Shout out to the Rangers legends. I'm trying to think who else. Rangers. Ali McCoist, right?
Ali McCoist, yeah. Big Rangers.
Ali McCoist. Yeah. I played for Rangers. It's my Scottish accent. Yeah. That's such a cool name as well, Scott McIntyre. That's like a really Scottish name. I'm jealous. If I was an actor, that would be my stage name.
Mm.
Yeah. Is the weather bad in Scotland? Because we got the bad weather down in like southwest England, isn't it?
Yeah.
Terry Butcher. Oh yeah. It's a legend, Arsenal legend.
Yeah. I didn't know. This is a good little history lesson for me today. Actually, it's good ball knowledge. Good ball knowledge, mate.
Yeah. Big up Rangers. Yeah. Right.
Big up Rangers, man.
Rangers.
Are you gonna? I'm hearing
that Rangers vintage kit is cool.
Yeah, I'm
thinking that, Lager thing.
I think that Hearts are going to win the SPL this year.
Oh, Hearts, yeah.
Hearts are going to probably win it this year. You know?
They're like the Rangers of Edinburgh. Those are like the Protestant guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got the Hibs and Hearts. They're like the
snow.
Yeah,
damn.
Very bad snow up here. Damn, it's cold up there.
Yeah. I mean,
damn.
Listen, I've never been to Scotland. The closest I've been to Scotland is Newcastle. But I lived in Middlesbrough for 3 years. Yeah, and let me tell you something. The northeast, is for real. It's different. It's different. It's cold. You know, when you were a kid, and it was cold, and your mum would make you put your jacket on and your hat on and stuff, and you'll forget your gloves, and then like the cold air would go up your arm, and you could feel the cold in you could feel it in your liver, and you can feel it in your bones. Like it's that times 2, bro. The north is so cold, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones, right? It's like winter is coming, isn't it? All the time.
Winter is coming.
We know nothing, Jon Snow. She was Scottish, wasn't she? That actress, trying to remember the name.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Who's that team that Ferguson was with? That's not Rangers. That's Aberdeen, isn't it? Managed Aberdeen, right?
Yeah, Aberdeen. Yeah, I think that, you know what? I think Aberdeen beat Real Madrid in the final. You know, just so you know.
Yeah, that was it. That's what made his name, isn't it? Before he came to
Yeah.
United. Yeah.
I think he won the Cup Winners' Cup against Real Madrid. I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, was it the Cup Winners' Cup or the Fairs Cup? But no, I think it was the Cup Winners' Cup. Actually, it must have been the Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah, it must have been.
Scott, what's your favourite Rangers player? What's he saying here? Mark Marty and Mark Waters. I'd have to look them up. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look them up too. Sorry, I think they might be. I think they might have been a bit before my time, maybe.
This would be like a Scottish spin-off stuff we need to do. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
trying to think of more Rangers players. There's got to be more.
Aberdeen last team to win the Scottish League that wasn't in the Old Firm, I think. Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, they crashed the Old Firm cartel, as it was.
Yeah,
they call it. Yeah. Like Rangers.
Rangers second in the league with 28 points behind now. Caught up since sacked Russell Martin and Danny Roll. Now only 6 points behind Hearts now after beating Celtic last week. Oh wow. Yeah, because I'm looking at the table now. So Hearts have got 44 points, Rangers have got 41 points, and Celtic have got 38 points. So what do you think? Scotty? Do you reckon you can still win the league, or do you reckon it's Hearts' turn to win the league now? Because I've actually got, there's like I go to a social club to play poker on Thursdays. I didn't go today because obviously I watched the Arsenal game, but there's a Scottish girl there. She supports Hearts, and she was like crazy, thinks in have a chance. Yeah, I think Rangers will win it. To be honest, I mean it would be like nice for like the fairy tale for like Hearts to win it, but I think Rangers have got it, man. I think Rangers have got it.
So what do you think, Scotty? Like Rangers going to break some hearts?
That
was a good one. You got it. Dad jokes.
You love your little pun, innit? You love it, mate. You love it.
I try, mate. I try. Yeah, I have my moments. Yeah, bit like that Gaza goal against Scotland. Sorry, Scotty.
Okay. Got a question from Blade. Who would you take as a player right now, Haaland or Prime Drogba? The thing is,
just for nostalgia, I'd go Drogba. Fuck it, I love Drogba.
For me, just do you know what? You know why I would take Haaland? For two reasons. One, because this team needs goals. Number one, and number two, if we have Haaland, that means City don't have Haaland. So that means we definitely win the league.
That's a good one, actually. Yeah, if they don't have Haaland, they don't have a chance in hell.
Pick Haaland because then that means they have to play Marmoush up front. And even though Marmoush is still cold, he ain't got nothing on Haaland. Ain't Hearts owned by the Brighton owner? I'm not sure. I think the Brighton owner. I don't know if the Brighton owner owns Hearts as well.
Yeah, I think we'll have like a award-winning pub quiz team with this lot. They're like educating me. It's like the University of Football, the academy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. You see, Scotty, you're saying David Cooper's your favorite Rangers player of all time. I actually do know who this guy is. Actually, I do know who this guy is. He actually died 2 years before I was born. I do know this guy. Don't ask me why I know the lore behind this guy, but pub talk, drinking, blah 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 blah. Yeah, good player. It's one of the only like old school players that's not an Arsenal old school player that I do know. So yeah, he was a good player. I met a Scottish guy and he was like just saying he was really drunk and he was just rambling about David Cooper and I was just like, who is this guy's like? I'm not going to bother to. I'm not even going to attempt to do a Scottish accent. But he was like, yeah, get out your phone, Google it, and then he was telling me about it and stuff like that. So yeah, good player. Solid player.
I could do only one sentence with like a Scottish accent, like the clouds are gathering. That's the easiest one. Just be like, the clouds are gathering. That's it. That's all I could do. But I did try to do the Braveheart speech, like Willie Wallace.
That wasn't too bad.
It was all right. Your Scouse accent's pretty decent, bro. You could do a good character.
It's not the fucking.
We like the Scots.
Ace told you a million times. Arsenal are going to win the fucking league, but I'm not sure. Jokeres needs to start scoring goals. He's not really scoring goals, is he? He needs to chip in with the goals, but you know he's occupying the defenses like you saw today against Liverpool. Van Dijk, Kanate. You know, really squeezing Jokeres. You know, Jokeres was really trying to bring Saka and Martinelli into the game before he went off. But 8 touches in 45 minutes. Not good enough. Not good enough for me. Needs to be chipping in with them goals. Needs to be getting them fucking assists. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious, man. That's really good. I can't do a Liverpool accent to save my life. What do you
No,
think
do you
is
know
the
what?
coolest accent
Yeah.
in like
In England,
in UK and Ireland, basically?
easily the Scottish accent. Easily, Scottish.
Is it cooler than the Irish?
A Glaswegian accent is the best in my opinion. I think
Oh, is it?
outside of like just like a normal London accent, I'd say, because obviously I'm biased in it, but I'd say it's probably a Scottish accent. But I do really like the Scouse accent, man. A lot of people don't like it. But I do like it. I do really like it, man.
I don't like the Manchester accent. I don't know why. The Mancunian accent.
What is a
Because
Mancunian?
it reminds me of Gary Neville. I
Um,
don't know. Yeah, I can't do it.
I did it yesterday. I literally put it on my story. Did you hear my voice note story yesterday? The Blue Sharks.
City.
The Blue Sharks are coming. City. The Blue Sharks are coming.
Oh, I need to watch that video of the viral Man United fans. The one just like, this ain't football. This is torture. This. That one.
This ain't football. It's torture. Spineless. Pathetic. Ed Woodward, the Glazers.
Ineos.
Another awful signing, Kaba Diarra.
I don't even remember this person, but rings a bell.
Is that for Arsenal? That must be an old one, or that must be for another team because I don't know that.
Who's your worst signing, Scotty? Big up, Scotty. Big up, Tim.
Scotty, who's your worst? Who's the worst Rangers?
You make it what it is.
Yeah, who's the worst Rangers
players of all time?
Yeah.
Gordon Strachan? I don't know. Tell me. Who's the worst Rangers player? Celtic accent.
Sebo.
Scottish.
Sebo. All right, let me Google this person. I don't know who Sebo is. Hold on.
Sebo. Not Sebastian. Who's that Swedish guy? Oh, he played for Celtic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say. Yeah, he does. He got 8 goals in like 60 appearances. He stinks, mate. Yeah, he was smelly, mate. He was really smelly.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right. Do you want to wrap things up now, yeah?
Yeah, wrap this up, man.
Yeah.
But it's been good. Shout out to our fans.
Shout out to the chat. It was one of the most active chats we probably had since we started the channel. Obviously 6 points clear. Next game, I think we've got Portsmouth away in the FA Cup. It's one of those games you just got to take on the chin. We get a point. We didn't lose. We didn't concede. Still 6 points clear of City, but slip ups like that can't happen again. I hate Liverpool for doing that to us as well. I hate them for that. Thanks, guys. Yes, man. Dark Side represent. Dark is in the chat, man. Come on, Dark Side Army. Like, subscribe, share. I'm going to be going live tomorrow morning. Kind of been doing like a bit of a all around Premier League match reaction type of like discussion thing. I'm just going to start doing some morning shows and stuff. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you, Blade. Shout out to you, Scotty. Nice to have you come through. Shout out to you, Eugene, Tim, and everyone else that came through to the chat. Like, subscribe, share, and peace.